Hello there, history buffs and voiceover lovers. Today we're diving back into the captivating world of voiceovers, where the past meets the power of sound and speech. But before we embark on this exciting journey, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button so you can join us for more intriguing stories like this in the future. Now, what exactly is voiceover? These days it covers a wide spectrum from radio ads to video game characters. But for our journey through history, let's define it as the voice of an unseen narrator speaking. Like me! With this definition in mind, we can embark on a truly immersive exploration of voiceover's evolution. Our story begins in the 19th century, when the concept of recording sound was in its infancy. Imagine, if you will, a world where sound was a mystery waiting to be unveiled. We'll kick things off with Edouard Léon Scott de Martinville's 1860 rendition of Eau Claire de Lune, a scientific narration recorded on a phonautograph. Can you imagine what it was like to hear recorded sound for the first time? Then we have Frank Lambert's experimental talking clock from 1878, which marked an improvement in audio quality thanks to technological advances. There is a haunting beauty to these early recordings, a glimpse into a future filled with voices. By 1900, inventor Reginald Fessenden took a leap by broadcasting a weather report using radio signals. Although it lacked quality, it was a significant step in the world of voiceover. The ability to cast audio across immense distances was just becoming a reality. Broadcast is born. Just think, these early pioneers laid the foundation of what we now take for granted in our daily lives. By 1906, Fessenden had refined his technology, transmitting live radio messages across an 11-mile radius during Christmas. This moment cemented voiceover's connection with radio broadcasting, a medium that would become the playground for voice actors. Fast forward to the 1920s, and the British Broadcasting Corporation, the BBC, was born, revolutionizing broadcast and reaching audiences worldwide. It was the dawn of a new era in voiceover and the establishment of a broadcast institution that has lasted over 100 years. In 1926, we encountered My Old Kentucky Home, a sound-based cartoon, the first of its kind to feature a recorded voice acting performance accompanied by visual animation. While revolutionary, its place in history is marred by its extremely prejudiced subject matter and terminology, as so many events in our history are. Then, in 1927, the jazz singer arrived, effectively ending the era of silent movies with its sound-on-disc technology.
Wonderful pals are always hard to find.
The world was introduced to synchronize sound and dialogue, forever changing the landscape of entertainment. A new bar was set. Sound and film would be married forevermore. The electrical era also brought us the quintessential animated short of its time, Walt Disney's Steamboat Willie. In 1928, Steamboat Willie was the first fully synchronized cartoon using sound, with Disney himself lending his voice to Mickey Mouse. Disney emerged as the leader on the frontier of animation, something that continues today. 1932 introduced Tarzan's iconic call. While its origin is contested, this may possibly be the earliest example of applying effects to a voice and showcasing advancements in audio editing. It was a moment that expanded the possibilities of voice manipulation. This is where things really heated up. The rise of animation in the 30s gave birth to voiceover as entertainment. Mel Blanc, known as the Man of 1,000 Voices, revolutionized the industry with his vocal work in Looney Tunes.
That's a joke, son. That's a joke. What's that?
Mel Blanc's talent and performances legitimized the voice acting craft, a turning point where voice actors could become stars in their own right. Orson Welles is known for delivering The War of the Worlds, a radio drama that aired live at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on October 30th, 1938, via the CBS radio network. This particular episode gained notoriety for sparking panic among some of its listeners, who were led to believe in a Martian invasion. The extent of the panic remains a subject of debate, since the program had a relatively small audience. Nevertheless, it marked a pivotal moment when voiceover artistry blurred the boundaries between fiction and reality, demonstrating the profound influence of spoken words, for good and for ill. The Second World War was a worldwide humanitarian disaster, and radio broadcasts were used in propaganda by many nations during the conflict. One such radio host, Mildred Gillars, a Nazi sympathizer, used her voice to unnerve and demoralize American troops, earning the nickname Axis Sally. Fortunately, voiceover was used for good, too. Sefton Delmer's use of black propaganda helped undermine the Nazi war machine. The actors would pretend to be Nazi supporters to subtly spread misinformation about the state of the enemy and sow doubt in the minds of German forces and citizens. Needless to say, voice acting played a crucial role in the war over hearts and minds, and won. Voices have power. That much is clear. The 1950s saw the proliferation of TV advertising, featuring voiceover in the form of tags at the end of product commercials, a milestone in the advertising industry. Commercial work has since become a cornerstone of voiceover work. Also, Disney's ability to dominate animation continued. The television made it possible for voices to be right there in our living room and integral to our daily lives. Voice actors became household names. In a world where voices are still emerging as legitimate stars, the man, the myth, the legend, Don LaFontaine entered the scene. He bridged the gap between commercials and cinema with his iconic movie trailer voiceover style, cementing voiceover as a respected profession in the entertainment industry.
From flesh to steel, from blood to blade, from man to mutant, evil has a new enemy, justice has a new weapon, and the world has a new hero.
That was real nice, Don.
His voice is now synonymous with movie trailers and has been parodied and copied countless times. Arthur C. Clarke and Stanley Kubrick's 2001 A Space Odyssey, released in 1968, a work that delves into the realms of human evolution and artificial intelligence. At the heart of the narrative stands HAL 9000, a sentient computer brilliantly brought to life by the talented actor Douglas Rain. In the film, Rain flawlessly delivered a neutrally accented English vocal performance, making the iconic line,
"I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that."
both a sinister and convincing portrayal of an intelligent AI. Perhaps AI offers such a threat to our own future. Moving into the 1970s, the advent of the Sony Walkman brought about a revolution in personal audio consumption. The term Walkman became synonymous with personal audio devices, and this era witnessed the rise of audiobooks. audio cassettes became the ideal medium for abridged audiobooks, and most importantly, music. The Walkman allowed people to enjoy literature and their favorite tunes on the go. Personal and portable media players took a huge step forward into the palms of our hands. Olympic gold medalist Duval Hecht played a pivotal role in this revolution by founding Books on Tape in 1975, specializing in putting books on tape. Audiobooks opened up literature to a broader audience, including those with disabilities and non-native speakers, making written content more accessible. Novels were no longer confined to the printed page. The late 70s and early 80s were marked by a pivotal moment in cinematic history, the rise of Darth Vader. The Star Wars franchise, beginning with Star Wars in 1977, later renamed A New Hope, introduced audiences to the iconic character and voice of Darth Vader. Vader was designed to intimidate, but the on-set performance of David Prowse wasn't enough, and his lines were revoiced with the dark, distinctive voice of James Earl Jones, creating an indelible cinematic villain.
Start tearing this ship apart piece by piece until you find those tapes. Find the passengers of this vessel. I want them alive!
Commander, tear this ship apart until you found those plans and bring me the passengers. I want them alive!
James Earl Jones' dark, imposing voice fit Darth Vader like a glove and remains one of the most iconic voices in film history. It's a testament to the impact a well-chosen voice actor can have on a character's legacy. Not to mention that this was a huge step for voiceover dubbing, with a voice actor defining a live-action role for decades. Film's quintessential, most recognizable villain's most defining feature is provided by a voice actor. As we entered the 1980s, voiceover made its mark in the burgeoning world of video games. Castle Wolfenstein, released in 1981 for the Apple II, featured voiceover that added intensity to the gameplay. The use of speech, despite the limitations of technology at the time, marked a significant step forward. Silas Warner, an innovative game developer, introduced Voice, a digital audio recorder that set the standard for voiceover in early video games. In the following decades, professional voice acting became essential to engage gamers and enhance storytelling in video games. The 1990s witnessed the digitization of information and the internet, marking a significant revolution in voiceover history. Digitization democratized content production, making it more accessible and affordable. Digital audio workstations, DAWs, made it easier for small studios and independent artists to create high-quality content, while the internet provided a platform for content creation and distribution. Early live-directed voiceover sessions often used ISDN, Integrated Services Digital Network technology, to transmit audio. Acting unions played a crucial role in the industry's early days, with voice actors recording lines, receiving payments through agents or unions, and focusing solely on their vocal talents. It was a time when voice actors relied on traditional structures. However, as technology advanced, prices dropped, and recording quality improved, voice actors gained more autonomy. They began recording in home studios, negotiating rates, and handling their own editing, reflecting the changing landscape of voiceover. The digital era gave birth to a new breed of voice actors. It suddenly became easier than ever to become a voice actor. In the 1990s, Japanese animation, or anime, experienced a resurgence. Hits like Neon Genesis Evangelion required exceptional voice actors to bring complex characters to life. This era marked the dominance of character-driven stories and mecha anime, with series like Cowboy Bebop setting high standards for animation, writing, direction, and voice acting. anime transcended borders and languages. The success of anime led to the rise of Otaku culture, a dedicated fanbase of anime enthusiasts. Sub versus dub debates, discussing Japanese voice with subtitles versus English dubbing, became intense discussions within otaku communities.
There's no beef in here. So you wouldn't really call it bell peppers and beef, now would you?
Yes, I would.
Well, it's not!
It is when you're broke, alright?
肉のないチンジャオロースなんてな、チンジャオロースとは言わねえんじゃねえのかな。
いや、言うね。
言わねえよ！金がないときは言うんだよ。
The popularity of anime continued to grow, and today, many voice actors have anime localization and dubbing work in their portfolios. Voiceover has been so pivotal in crossing boundaries, especially between Eastern and Western cultures. In recent decades, voiceover has gained recognition as a promising career, with celebrities increasingly lending their voices to commercials, video games, and audiobooks. The involvement of celebrities like Tom Hanks, Patrick Stewart, and Samuel L. Jackson has added prestige to the profession. Motion capture, or mocap, technology has further blurred the lines between actors and their digital counterparts, allowing animators to capture actors' visual likeness and facial expressions. Video games, anime, and Western animation now feature celebrity voices as a standard marketing strategy. It's a testament to the power of voices in modern entertainment. In addition to celebrities, established voice actors like Nolan North, Troy Baker, Jennifer Hale, Laura Bailey, and Steve Bloom have risen to celebrity status within the gaming community. These professionals have become synonymous with iconic characters and performances, reflecting the growing prominence of voiceover in entertainment. They are the unsung heroes behind our favorite characters. The rise of online video platforms, especially YouTube, has opened new avenues for voiceover. The internet's vast landscape offers countless opportunities, from explainer videos to independent animations, all requiring professional voiceover services to convey messages effectively. It's a time when voices reach global audiences from the comfort of home studios. The ease of access to voiceover opportunities, coupled with the growth of online freelance networks, has made it simpler than ever to start a career in voiceover. However, this accessibility has also led to an abundance of talent, making competition fierce. Platforms like Voquent have emerged to connect professional voiceover talent with clients, ensuring quality and expertise. It's a time when voices find their niche in the digital realm. The history of voiceover is a testament to its evolution from a niche profession to a central element in countless forms of media. We hope you've enjoyed this whirlwind tour through the captivating history of voiceover, from its acoustic origins to its pivotal role in shaping entertainment as we know it today. If you enjoyed this journey through time, hit that subscribe button for more fascinating stories and ideas in the future. Thanks for joining us, and let us know in the comments what voiceover is most memorable to you. We can't wait to hear your stories and continue this fascinating conversation. Until next time... Yeah, how was that? That's a wrap, I think.